The next clip is the first 20 minutes of a Crossing Borders podcast episode. Visit youtube.com/@CrossingBordersPodcast or check out Crossing Borders on Spotify or Google Podcasts for the full episode. Links are available in the description.
Welcome, listeners, to Crossing Borders, a podcast that is not about immigration. I'm your host, Sid, also known as Whitney, and this is my wonderful co-host, Josh, also known as Mythic.
Hi there.
Grab your passports and join us for episode number 9, where we will be talking about ye old kingdoms of Indonesia. But let's first catch up with each other's weeks. So, mythical magician, aka Josh,
Yes,
the
Sid,
expert
what's up?
of all kingdoms.
Oh, yeah. That's
yeah.
me.
That is definitely factual. What has been going on with you lately this week? Or do you have a story to share with us today?
Well, my friend, I have a good story for you. But first, disclaimer. Disclaimer. If you get queasy with blood, or guts, or cuts, or gore, it's best for you to skip to the timestamp that will be said in a different voice. Because I don't know what the timestamp will be.
17 minutes and 30 seconds.
Anyway, my story is a traffic accident I got into. This is my first time in a traffic accident, so it is a very daunting experience, a daunting and a life-threatening experience for me. I almost died. Yep, that's right. This happened 3 weeks ago. I wanted to tell the story 2 weeks ago when me and Squidney was going to do a recording, but there's some things happening in the background, so it's delayed till now. But I can finally talk about it, and man, I can still remember it sort of vividly, but not really. I remember
it was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago. I went out of my house, riding my motorbike, as per usual. I was wearing my helm, and I was wearing shorts at the time, because it's a short distance, and I should be fine, you know. Maybe I was too careless at the time, but I can't remember, to be honest. I came out to pay the water bills to the government. So close to my house, there's this government building where you would park your motorbike and queue up to pay your maintenance, safety, and water bills. So I went there, brought the money with me, paid. It all went well. There was the queue wasn't long as well, so that's nice. And I went home, and on the way back, I was in an intersection, and I was turning a right, and I don't know where this guy came from, but man, I was hit from the left. My leg was injured. I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember much of what happened. Like when the crash happened, I did not remember a thing. I just remembered my life flashing before my eyes, and falling to the concrete and asphalt. I think concrete. I know. I mean, it's asphalt. Asphalt. Yeah, that's the word. Whew, English. Asphalt. It was the rough type of asphalt, so it was painful to get dragged while being.
Ouchie.
I fell over, so the bike was on top of me, and since at the time it was sort of moving forward, so my leg scraped the sharp asphalt, and but I consider myself lucky, to be honest. Thank God. My head was fine. It was sort of weird because the only parts of my body that were injured are both of my legs. My hands were fine. There was nothing wrong with that. there's these small
weird
scratches and some part of the skin that came off, but it's easy to heal, right? Yeah. Anyway, and my head and neck was fine, so that's good to know.
Thank goodness.
I actually did not see who or what crashed me. I don't know if it was a bike or a car, but I think it was a bike, judging from how fast they got away and how fast they got away, and also how minor the injuries were. Compared to other traffic accidents I've heard about. So I think it was a motorbike. Because if it was a car, I think I would not be here recording this. So
probably not.
My injuries were pretty bad. But at the time of the crash, I think adrenaline kicked in, so I did not feel a single bit of pain, none, for some reason. My bike was a bit dented, but I think the bike's okay as well. I rode my bike back, my motorbike back, and I can when I was on my way back, it was not too far from my house, but it was like a decent distance, I would say. And on my way back, I started feeling the pain, and I was like, oh no, like my leg's starting to hurt. Like I didn't know, or like I didn't get to look properly at what the injury was. I just was thinking, okay, I got to go back home because in my house at least, my grandma is being taken care of like with a professional person, right? Who knows what they're doing because grandma's really old and we don't want anything to happen to her, so we need a professional to always stay at home, you know. And since they're good with medicine, from what I've seen, so from my thoughts, like if I have a really bad injury, I think they're the best person to handle this. Like I personally myself, I would be too scared or like too scared to pain or injure myself while trying to heal or like put medicine on it. So I went back, blowed the horn on the front of my gate, and then the professional person came out, and she brought me in and also helped me get off the motorbike and sat me on the one of our like guest sofas. I remember the pain really started to kick in, and it was like super painful. My right leg, my right what's it called? Thigh was injured. Like there was a big cut there. My left thigh was also got a big cut. My lower leg, left lower leg scraped the asphalt, and my right lower leg was like there's some scratches there, but I think that part healed quickly. And the worst part was the part of my so you know on your at least when I'm looking on my left foot, there's like that bump right on before it hits your
the weird ankle bump.
Yeah, the ankle bump. That bump was hit pretty bad. I think it got hit by the motorbike. Ooh. So it was the wound was pretty deep and lots of blood was coming out.
Fun.
My voice is kind of trembling talking about this, but a big part of my leg was just covered in blood red. It was just pouring out.
Ooh.
I remember leaving, taking off my sandals and leaving the motorbike. My sandals was just red. It was a blue sandal, but it was red. I was like full blood red.
Wow.
I was kind of impressive. Yeah. I started to feel lightheaded a little bit there, but
I would imagine.
Obviously, and then
that's a lot of blood.
The professional brought some alcohol, some betadine, some what we call here arak, and this medicine here, man, it will make any man scream, but it will heal you so fast. So I was like, use that one. Don't use this other medicine that's like less painful but longer heal time. If that makes sense. So like I was like, okay, I'm it's okay. Like I'll tough the pain out. It's okay. And she was like, oh, all right, then we'll use this one. And we need to clean my leg because at the time, since I scraped the asphalt, bits and bobs of the asphalt are stuck to my leg and my injuries. So we need to clean that with the alcohol. And you can already imagine how painful alcohol would be to touch that. Ooh, dear.
It's like pouring lemon juice on your eye after you put paper cuts on it.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Why would you say that? Oh, that make my eye itchy. Oh, dear. But she. Oh man, I hated that feeling. But okay, to give a bit of context before this crash, me as a kid, I always would fall from my bike when I was learning how to ride a bike, and even after I was able to ride a bike, I would do like these cool tricks that I thought was cool, and I would fall from them and then get my leg injured or something. I used to have, when I was counting that anyways, what's it called? Wait, let me check real quick. Nice. Scabs, there you go. I I used to have when I was a kid, elementary at least. I would have scabs all over my body from just like falling from a bike or something.
You were one of those kids who always has scabs. Okay.
Yeah, I believe my biggest count was 99 scabs. I'm not joking. 99 scabs.
What?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
99.
I'm serious. So, all over my arm.
Dang.
Both of my arms and both of my legs when I was elementary. So I was pretty like used to pain or like used to falling off a bike. But this was the whole different thing, right? It's like a high speed traffic accident. So it's a different one. But still, I was like used to being or like used to feeling pain and also having alcohol hit my injuries. But still, that pain that day, my gosh, that was like one swipe and like I remember I was screaming so hard. And since I was at the like a guest room, so that's like the outer part of the house, right? So I believe my neighbors could definitely hear that I was like screaming painfully for like at least an hour there from just like cleaning the asphalt from off my leg.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Big ouch. How are you doing now?
I'm okay, thank God. But back then, I remember cleaning off my lower leg part was the hardest thing I had to do in my life so far, anyway. Because it just feels like it's never ending. The dirt and the asphalt pieces were still in there. And thank goodness, like most of the injuries I had are more of surface level. Thank goodness there were none that were like my bone didn't fracture or anything. So like that's a miracle for me.
Oh, that's good.
Like the cuts on my thighs were still painful to like hit alcohol and the arak thing that I was talking about, but still a lot less painful than the lower leg that scraped the asphalt. That one, oh my gosh, that was hurt.
Yeah, that sounds really painful.
And yeah,
injuries would be so much easier if they didn't get dirty, because you have to clean them out, which is like the worst part.
That's what I was talking about. And I had to pause on the clean. I had to ask the professional to pause on the cleaning because my other part, the little bump on the ankle thing, it was like spewing blood nonstop. So because apparently the cut was pretty deep. I at the time did not look at how deep it was because I had took off my glasses from just like cringing from the pain. So I had taken off my glasses, and since I have I'm minus, I can't look. So it was blurry for me at the time, so I don't know how deep the cut was, but it was pretty deep, and it was like pouring blood, like quite a lot of blood. So we had to clean that one up first.
Okay.
But that one was also really painful. Not as painful as the scrape with the asphalt, but still very, very painful compared to the other cuts that I had from the crash. And it's been 3 weeks now. From the first week when I finally could go back to work and study again, because a week from the crash, I remember on the day of the crash, I was streaming. I was insane. I don't know what goes on in my mind there, but
yeah. I was gonna say, and then you live stream. Like he literally, we were waiting for his live stream, and he was late, obviously, because he got in a car accident. Or a vehicle. It wasn't a car accident. It was a vehicle accident. But a few of us were waiting in the chat. We're like, where is he? Did he forget? I wonder. And then he's like, hey guys, I'm running late. I got into an accident. And we're like, bro, just cancel the stream. And he's like, no, it's fine. And then he streamed. Anyway,
I think at the time I just like felt bad for making you guys wait or something. But yeah, I think I should have prioritized my well-being from just like instead of streaming. I was insane.
Probably.
I don't know what went on in my head that time, but yeah, I'm fine now.
I mean, the stream might have distracted you from the pain a little bit.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't walk anyway, so I had nothing to do. I can't sleep
what else were
either
you gonna do?
because like if you're sleeping, you would like be laying your legs, right? I can't do that. So like I had nothing to do anyway. I think that's why I stream and stuff. It's like I have nothing to do anyway. I can't do. I mean, it's painful. I mean, it's still hurting, but I can't do anything anyway. So might as well, you know.
It's not like I'm gonna go for a jog, you know.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, and then for the next week, I worked from home. I studied from home, for like an online class or something like that. And then the week after, most of the injuries were already healed. Some were turning to scabs. The cuts were definitely the fastest ones to heal from. The scrape and the deep cut in the ankle bump are the ones that are very, very took a very long time to heal. Last week, my most parts of the scabs for the scrape finally came off. I kind of like scratched them to came off, but then I was like, it was getting to the stage where it's starting to heal and it's starting to get really itchy. You know that part of the healing process. Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. On the early
pick at them.
Yeah, on the early parts of the scab, I know I couldn't like scratch them because they were still like literally when I was walking, I had to limp because of how painful it is to walk. But after a while, I just like start scratching it, and some parts of it fell off, and it finally healed. Now it's fully healed, but like there's definitely a scar there. On
battle wound.
My battle scar, but my ankle bump injury to this day is not healed yet. There's still a scab there, and as of this moment, I can't sit a certain way because it will like pain me. I haven't not checked it to the doctor yet. I've not like went to the doctor or like have it like x-rayed or something if anything's broken. But I can't sit a certain way, and if I like touch the area around that, it would like be painful. But I can still walk and wear my shoes. So I'm not sure if I should check it out because to be honest, medical stuff here are super expensive. So I like most of the time, if you're living here in Indonesia and you're like a mediocre kind of family, or like not like super rich or anything, you will like most of the time not go check to the doctor because you know it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, things are really expensive here too, but we can talk about that in a different episode.
Yep, definitely can do that. That story was too long for me. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll try to keep mine brief. I had a different story, but then I decided I think I do have a story that would match yours quite a bit. Less injury, but it is still traumatic incident kind of thing.
Oh gosh, please tell me. That sounds like not
but
fun.
The other one is shorter. Okay.
Oh,
so
that's for next episode then. Never mind.
Yes, I'll save that one for next episode. Okay. So one day, me and the fam were going to float down the Boise River on our raft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can probably see where this is going. And I was like, oh, we should probably like scout ahead, or something. Because we haven't really done that, so we don't really know the river very well. So makes sense to know the river.
Oh no.
But whatever. But yeah, we pushed off. It was my mom and then me and my siblings, except my older sister. She's in Iowa. But we pushed off. We also had 2 kayaks.
So. Were you on the kayak?
No, I was in the raft. I'm
coward.
Way too muscly to fit in a kayak.
Oh yeah, is that so? I see how it is.
Yeah, but we were going, and then we weren't even floating for like 10 minutes before there was a little fork in the road.
Oh no!
And or fork in the road, the river.
Oh dear!
But we ultimately ended up going right. Whether by us choosing it or the current taking us that way, I'm not actually entirely sure. But we ended up going right. The left way did look really shallow though, so makes sense.
Makes sense.
And then right as we round the corner, there's a massive tree that just has the branches going all the way across the river into the water. So it was like this giant mesh of branches and stuff.
Okay. That's
And
dangerous.
so obviously one can't really get a boat through a wall of branches. So
No, you
the current
can't.
was too strong. We tried to fight back. We're like, no, paddle backwards. My mom was like freaking out, of course, because she's like that. She's like, you know.
I can't.
And then I was
I don't think
stoic and
Discord
silent.
registered your voice there when you were impersonating your mom.
Okay, wait, let me try again. She was like, that was that.
There we go.
Okay, I did that directly into the mic. So, and then I was silently stoic. I'm like, I know what is about to happen.
I'm strong.
I'm so manly. But
Check out Crossing Borders Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, or Google Podcasts for the full episode. Links are available in the description. Thanks for listening.